Hey everyone, it's Adam Ellis here at Yoga for BJJ. I'm a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu black belt and a yoga instructor at Yoga for BJJ, and today we're going to look at the 3 best stretches for Jiu Jitsu. Okay, so if you're looking to improve your flexibility for Jiu Jitsu, or if you're feeling tight from Jiu Jitsu, then these are the 3 best stretches for you. You can do these before or after training, or in the morning after you feel super sore from Jiu Jitsu. They're not super intense, and we'll go over a couple of different levels depending on how flexible you are, how mobile you are, and how tight you're feeling. If you enjoy the stretches, give some Yoga for BJJ a go. We've got some free classes on YouTube, or we've got an app and a website. The website is yogaforbjj.net. We've got tons of videos, yoga flows and programs specific for grapplers. So we've got yoga for BJJ classes on the app. And if you sign up, use the code YouTube and you're going to get 20% off. Okay, I'll leave a link in the description of this video. Welcome back to the 3 best stretches for Jiu Jitsu. So we're going to start off with a simple one. So I'm going to be on both knees with my hips above my knees. I'm going to step 1 foot forwards, all right? Got my knee roughly above that front ankle, and we're not going into a big lunge here. I'm going to stay here, and instead of driving my hips out behind me, I'm going to tuck my hips under here, using my glutes here as well. And you're going to feel a stretch in the front of your left hip here, okay? And from here, just keep your hips above that back knee. Breathe, and you're going to feel that engagement here, and you're going to feel a nice stretch in the front of the hips. And as you start to feel that open out, it's going to start to relieve some of that tightness, and also because of the way everything works here, it's potentially going to relieve some lower back pain as well. So if you get super tight from grappling, or maybe you wake up with that like sore back in the mornings, this is a great stretch for you to begin your day as well. Okay, make sure we do both sides. Again, it's not this, I'm doing this, and I'm not going into a deep lunge here. We can just stay here and take a few breaths. So remember, hips above that knee, shoulders above the hips, and breathe. Okay, stretch 2 of my 3 favorite stretches for Jiu Jitsu. This one's simple, so just start off sat on the mat, open your knees out and get your knees or legs in like a zigzag position here, and then slowly just lean forwards. All right, and you're going to feel a stretch on the outside of the hip. So my left leg's forward, so outside of my left hip, and you feel it on the inside of the right. And then we're just leaning forwards here into more of a stretch on the outer hip. And you can almost start to lean towards the right side slightly too to get more of a stretch. And again, just take a few breaths here, maybe spend a minute and then switch, just working both sides. Okay, the next variation for this is, so we'll keep that front knee in the same position. You can bring the heel in slightly, but what we're going to do is I'm going to come so that my hips are facing down and that back knee is directly down into the mat. It's not opening out here, it's directly down into the mat. And we're in pigeon pose now. And then I'm going to come down onto my elbows. And again, slow breaths. And you can start off super shallow up here to begin with. And then as you open out, you might start to kind of drop down a bit lower. All right. But again, we're stretching the hips here. We're not stretching the knees. So just look after your knees, and if things hurt, go back. And if both of these are a bit of a struggle, we can even do it chill on our backs. So my knees are facing up towards the ceiling. I'm going to lift 1 foot, put the outside of the ankle on top of the opposite knee, and then I'm just going to lift that knee up. And again, depending on what level you're at, you can grab your hamstring here, you can grab your shin, and again, just start to feel one side opening out and breathe. Okay, this is a really good one. If you finished training and got home and you just need something to lay on the floor and stretch, this is a really good one as well. Okay, stretch 3 in the 3 best stretches for Jiu Jitsu is actually cat and cows. All right, so we're going to get to all fours here. And what we're thinking to do is, as we look up, we're going to make our hips do the same thing. So I'm tilting my hips behind me and looking up, and I'm dropping everything between, and also shrug your shoulders back so your chest drops. All right, and just kind of feel where we're at here. Feel that nice bend in your back. And then we'll look down towards the hips, and then I'm tilting my hips towards my forehead, and I'm pushing my belly and my chest towards my spine, arching here, and then back up and down. Then, as I said, we're pushing that chest through, so I'm shrugging my shoulders forwards here. I can see them in the corners of my eyes, and then as I drop, I'm shrugging them back. And if you want to add some breath to this, let's exhale as we go down, inhale as we look up. And another variation for this is, if your lower back is super tight, we can lean back and forward, scooping forward, and then back. It's like you're sending a wave through your spine. and you'll find all those like horrible tight areas that might need a bit of extra attention. This is a really good one if you drive to training for like an hour, or if you sit down all day. This is a really good one to just get the back moving. Then we can start with just some natural movements, whatever feels good, just to kind of loosen the back up. Another variation of this is if you keep your hips above your knees, step your hands forwards and then drop your chest as you look up towards your hands. You'll feel your shoulders and everything open out here, and then push down in the hands, start to look towards your hips and then drop. Okay, this is a good variation for opening out the chest and shoulders too, after a few of the first type. And it feels really good if you do them slowly, breathing as you move, and hopefully those 3 stretches work for you. If they do, let me know in the comments. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. As I said, head over to yogaforbjj.net or download the app. Code YouTube is going to get you 20% off any subscription. Cheers, guys.